To my presentation. Its topic is routing protocols. What are routing protocols? Routing protocols are the set of rules used by the routers to communicate between source and destination. These are the types of ad hoc routing protocols. These protocols are mainly used in mobile ad hoc networks. These routing protocols are of three types: reactive, proactive, and hybrid, which we will discuss in the further slides. Here is the first routing protocol, that is proactive routing protocol. As the name suggests, proactive, it is active before connecting to the other nodes. Proactive routing protocol is also known as table driven protocols. It is known as table driven because it maintains a routing table which is used to store the information about the routing, and it also records the changes in the network topology to maintain a consistent network connection between the nodes. In an ad hoc scenario, if one node wants to communicate to other nodes, then the node sends a packet to the other node and it connects easily as they are having routing information about the other nodes. So the information is updated in the table. The route is easily available to connect to the nodes. Due to maintaining a routing table, it is having a high routing overhead. Here I have considered a scenario where 5 devices are connected among themselves in an ad hoc network. Ad hoc network is considered because they don't require any access point to connect the nodes with each other. They are connected to each other in an ad hoc network. Here are some advantages and disadvantages for proactive routing protocol. Due to routing table, the time required to connect to the other nodes is very less. As they are updating the routing information in the table, they require less time to connect to each other. Shortest path protocols. As the routing information is updated, so the routing is done in a very easy and convenient way. Apart from advantages, there are some disadvantages. Due to the routing table, it has high bandwidth consumption and it is not suited for large network. As for large network, it is not possible to update the every information of node to connect to each other. It is having high network overload. As we are maintaining the information of every node, it contains some overload which is very high in nature. Next is the reactive routing protocol. As the name suggests, reactive, it reacts according to the action. It is an on-demand routing protocol. It connects to the other nodes when there is a demand. It source initiates route discovery. As it does not maintain any routing table, so when the node wants to connect to other node, the source initiates the route. The route discovery may be flooded by the route request packets throughout the network. The routers create the destination only when required. It means as it is an on-demand routing protocol, they do not maintain routing information at the nodes if there is no communication. When they require to send a packet to another node, this protocol search the route on demand manner and establishes the connection in order to transmit and receive the packet. As it does not maintain a routing table, the communication overhead is reduced for this routing protocol. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of reactive routing protocol. The disadvantages of proactive routing protocol is recovered by reactive routing protocol, as there is low network overload because they do not maintain a routing table, the low bandwidth wastage because it connects to the network when it is on demand. It is suitable for large network as on demand the networks can be connected. Apart from advantages, it has some disadvantages such as unpredictable time to connect to the route. As they are not maintaining the route information, they require a larger time to connect to the other nodes for communication. Due to this delay in communication, it has a strong impact on its performance. Here is another routing protocol, hybrid routing protocol. It is a combination of both proactive and reactive routing protocol. It covers the advantages of both proactive and reactive routing protocols. Most typical hybrid protocol is zone routing protocol. In zone routing protocol, the whole scenario is converted into zones to have an effective communication, and the zones can use the both routing protocols. Suppose we are having two zones, zone 1 and zone 2. If transmitter and receiver are in zone 1 and they are communicating in the same zone, then it is intrazone. Then it can use proactive routing protocol, which is table driven. If the transmitter is in zone 2 and it is communicating in zone 1, they are having interzone communication where they can use reactive routing protocol and the independent protocol on different zones. Accordingly to the situation, they can use any of the routing protocols. Here are some advantages and disadvantages for hybrid routing protocol. As it uses both proactive and reactive routing protocol, it requires less memory and less processing power to communicate between two nodes. Apart from advantages, it has some disadvantages such as re-establishing path requires long time. As the reactive routing protocol is used, the time required to communicate between the nodes is easy, but establishing the path requires a long time. Thank you for watching my video.